Hey guys, it's Missy Wolf, and I am here with DeDe Wedekind. And I'm so glad I got it right the second time around. Um,
Go, Missy. Wolfenberger.
I know. You're awesome. How are you tonight?
I'm great. I can't wait to talk with you guys and see what's going on up there in Murfreesboro, Nashville.
I know. I love it. It's great. Our weather here has been holding out today. How about for you?
It's been awesome. It's like 84 high. We're
Mhm.
kicking. It's good. Houston's always a little hot. We had some muggy stuff going on, like
Right.
thus the really like not so curly hair anymore. But it was pretty. It was gorgeous. Great day.
That's
Get,
nice. I have friends that live in Houston, and one of our editors lives in Houston, and I've been there. I've been there quite a few times. It's a great place to visit. There's lots of music there. Lots
oh
of music.
yeah. It's I'd say Houston, Dallas, and Austin are
Mhm.
amazing music cities in the Texas area. And there's tons of music. It's like rock, lots of like hip hop,
Mhm.
and there's a lot of metal, and of course country. Lots of
Right,
country. It's
right.
more what I do most of the time.
Yeah, absolutely. But you have a great voice, and I love that you can cross over with your music because I've heard you do some gospel type stuff too, and let me tell you, you can sing gospel like nobody's business, and it just seems so easy for you and so believable, and the emotion is very very strong in those songs
Yeah.
as well.
Well, I like to think of myself as not just a singer, but also a
Mm.
songwriter. But I'm really thankful that I've been blessed with a voice. And,
Right.
you know, my voice is like, there was a guy in Vegas called Danny Gans, and he
Mhm.
could sing like Tina Turner to Rod Stewart to
Right.
like Michael Jackson. That's a little bit me. It's a little scary. I mean, I can sing like almost every style that's out there. So it's been kind of hard to like pin me down because I also like to write in many
Right.
styles. So that's cool that you noticed that. That's nice. Thank you.
Yeah, and because I was just playing around playing all of your videos, and I was like, wow, it really it intrigued me a lot. Like I want to hear some more gospel from you because there are
Cool.
some songs out there that are my favorite, but not everybody can pull them off, and with the correct emotion. Anyone who has a great voice can sing a song, but without the emotion behind it, it's just not a great song at that point, right? It's good, but it's not great. And you definitely have the gift of the powerful deliveries, which is incredible. I know that you're from Texas, and I know that you've had a lot of background with music. So I want to talk to you more about that because I want to know like what made you decide to become a singer. With all the careers in the world, we all know that the music business is not the easiest one to be in.
No, it's taken honestly every ounce of everything I've learned in every job that I've had. And
Hmm.
this is kind of like a career change that's happened like almost midlife for me. I started out in like music when I was really young. I took
Hmm.
piano and then I was in band and I played the flute. I hated to practice the piano, but I loved choir. So I was
Right.
doing choir in school, choir in church, and my family's really musical. My dad was a choir director, so he made us all like learn piano and learn this instrument. So I play flute, a little piano, but my primary instrument is my voice. And what got me into this is I started out like graduating from college. I started out in music and marketing,
Okay.
and music was just taking time. And I was like, I don't want to be a music teacher. And I just didn't have time, and I wanted to get out and make money. So I
Right.
graduated with the marketing degree. I started working with, all these great companies, and I did this for a number of years. And then I started hearing music like in my sleep. I would dream about music. I'm walking around the house dusting, and I start hearing music coming to me, and I'm like, wait a minute now. This is going on for a while, and I'm like, these are not songs that I've ever heard before. It took me a while. I was like, ooh, this is weird. And all of a sudden, I was like, well, maybe like God's trying to tell me something, because like all of a sudden, all this music's coming to me, and I'm like, this is so strange. So I asked my husband, I'm like, what do I do? This is weird. I'm like over 30. And all this music's coming to me. I don't know where it's coming from. He's like, well, record it. I was like, okay, I'll record it. And I did, and I played some of it back from him. And he's like, um, some of that stuff really sucks.
Oh my
And I was
gosh.
like, okay, I give up. And he's like, no, but you've got something there. There's some songs that are really beautiful. So it was like a midlife thing a midlife switch. So no matter how old you are or what you're doing or what your dreams are, don't think you can't make them come true, because I've always wanted to be a singer deep in my soul and a musician and songwriter, and it just sort of happened for me. But I embraced it. I wasn't afraid of it.
That's so good to hear that you embraced it and that you weren't afraid. So many people talk themselves out of their dreams. They are their own worst critic, and they don't value themselves enough to realize that they can be what they want to be, and the only one who's stopping them is themselves. And you know, it took me a long time as well doing what I do. It may not seem glamorous to anyone else, and that's fine, but this is something that I've wanted to do since I was a little girl, and I just never had the right, you know, guidance to follow that.
And you're
so
at what you do, so keep on doing it. Don't quit. And
I have no intentions of quitting. Some of the people watching may be like, you know, that Missy girl, she needs to just stop and get a day job because she's just sucking at it. But I don't care. Haters can hate. Haters can hate all day long, and I am just gonna keep on doing what I do because it's when you do what you love, it is really like they say, like all the teachers tell you, it's like you're not even working a day in your life when you finally get to do something that you love and that you're passionate about. And it is really, really fun to see the amount of passion you have. And I was watching a video of you. It was the fairy tale one.
Yes, that's what we're talking about. Living your dreams and making your dreams come true. That's the words of my song, the fairy tale song.
Yes, and
it's
so
cool that you listen to that just before you.
Well,
and now we're talking about it.
I know. So I watched the video and I'm like, girl, how in the hell, pardon my mouth, but how in the hell did you stand there pretending like these things are all happening next to you? Because I know you were in front of a green screen.
I was out in I was in Los Angeles in front of this really bright green screen, and they're like, act like there's a bird and you're trying to catch the butterfly. I was like, okay. Act like you're in a boat. It made me sit on this little thing. Act like you're rowing. And I was like, okay. But luckily I have a really good imagination, so as you can tell. And I think you have to have that to be a songwriter.
Right.
Definitely. And it helps in almost everything in your life to have a good imagination. But yeah, that was a really cool experience. Jesse Davey did that video for me, and I thought he did a great job. It was kind of a budget video, and the amazing animation he put to that was unbelievable. He did such a good job. And the kids, it's so funny. The teachers love it, and the kids love it. All the little kids are like, oh,
well, it is. It is definitely. I mean, it's just. It was so much fun to watch, and you know, you took lyrics from Nursery Rhymes, and and those little things that we've all heard and grown up with, and we're all taught those things by our moms as children and our teachers. So to see you bring a song to life that incorporates some of those things is pretty damn fun, I thought.
I have to show you something. This is what you pointed out earlier. I'm at the Great Harvest Bread Company in Kingman. Look what it says here. Kids stuff.
I love it.
Stuff like the crayons and little coloring books, and I'm like kicking back, eating scones, and talking with my good friend Missy here. But yeah, that sounds like, to me, it's like a really pivotal song that I wrote, because I wrote it for kids and teens, because I saw that kids really didn't seem to have a direction. They just were like, oh, school's okay. I'm just having a good time hanging out with my parents, but I'm 30 years old. I'm like this 25-year-old, and I can't grow up. And it's like, dude, nothing's going to come to you if you don't try and make it happen.
Absolutely.
And follow your talents and your dreams and what God gave you and made you to be. And that's what the song's about. It's like, hey, go out there, grab life, and make it happen, because it ain't going to happen just if you sit around and wait for it to happen to you.
Absolutely.
You're not going to like be this rich, famous person that's completely fulfilled and happy if you don't make yourself completely fulfilled and happy.
Absolutely. So, and you know what? And that is so different for everybody, right? We all have those different little things that make us happy, and what makes one person happy isn't going to make the next person happy. And just because we're all technically adults does not mean we have to adult every single day. And I'm saying that because I had a conversation with somebody yesterday who, on social media, and they were like, you know what? They posted a picture of it was the Knight Rider kit, the kit car, Michael Knight. Okay.
Kit.
So they posted a picture of this old kit car thing, and they were like, "Oh my God, this proves that I'm never just going to be a full adult." And I commented with, "Yeah, my Teddy Ruxpin is on his way back to me because I had to have him repaired." And
That's cool.
I actually had a dream 2 nights ago that my Teddy Ruxpin was perfect and he was singing
Does
to
he
me.
still talk to you? Do you interview Teddy Ruxpin?
Right.
You should really do that. That would be so fun.
You know, I'm going to be getting him back in a few days, and I trust me when I say my Teddy Ruxpin and I are going to have a live chat with everybody.
That's great.
And it's going to be great. And,
I'll be there.
Right? It's going to be so much fun. But no.
Baby bears.
I know. And that's what I love is, you know, when you're not afraid to be who you are, you're not afraid to put yourself out there for your fans to see and to get to know the real you, because there's enough untouchable celebrities out there. There's enough people on pedestals that fans have put them on that we don't need any more of that. We need to connect to real people. It's just, it is what it is.
It's rated, right? Anyway, so like, you're doing this just to be famous and get on a pedestal. You're doing it for some reason.
That's wrong. So
you gotta keep in touch.
We have a question for you from a Paul Gleason. He wants to hear your thoughts on music, where you are going, and how you reach your fans.
That is a great question. If I knew the answer to that, I could be in a different career, right? Crystal ball and all. No, what I'm doing is I'm really moving more towards songwriting and collaboration. I just started with a new band here, and so there's a lot of new beginnings right now. I kind of am wrapping up a radio and TV tour. I just wrote a song called America United, and that came out.
Oh, I love that.
Thank you. It's gotten a lot of press and a lot of good publicity, and the song is really about uniting the country.
Yes.
As I wrote the song, I thought, you know, there's all these groups of people. They're blaming each other for this, and we're all hating each other for that, and it's this person's fault, it's that Republican's fault, it's that Libertarian, it's that Democrat. You know, if only I had what he has, you know, if only he would stop or she would stop doing this. And, you know, we all are Americans, people. We're neighbors. We need to get along and be nice to each other.
Right.
You know, instead of hating each other and spewing hate on the internet, you know, we need to remember that we're a country of people that we all want the same thing, right? We want health, we want safety, we want liberty, we want prosperity, we want hope, we want a future, we want, for me, I want friends and family, and I think everybody wants those things. They want love, they want, you know, people to care about them. They don't want to feel like they're, you know, it's just the unkindness and the disrespect has gotten crazy. So I wrote the song to try to pull everybody together. And let's overcome our differences. Let's agree to disagree. It's okay to disagree, but it's not okay to bash me personally and say I'm this, that, or I'm a hoe, I'm a tramp, I'm a this.
Right.
So just because I have a different opinion than you, that's crazy.
I know, and you know, I mean, I think we've all seen it, and I think the majority of people that I know, they had to, you know, a lot of them had to take a step back from the social media aspect of life, because there was so much hate was filling the social media sites on every side. And, you know, it sparked quite a few conversations between me and a lot of my friends where I was like, you know what, do you remember when you ran for like class president in school and all of that? Did we have parties? No.
I ran from the class president when I was in school.
No, but you know what I mean? Like when you're running as a student for a position within your school, there are no party lines.
Right.
It's just,
we're all just students.
Here's the candidates. Pick which one you think is best for the job. Why does it always have to be like, here's a party line, here's a party line, here's a party line, and if you're with this party, you have to vote for this person, even though you may not even agree with them? And it's like, if they would quit dividing us.
Right. And I agree completely. And it's like not about people having a certain opinion or not an opinion. It's about doing the thing that's the best for the country, for the person at the time, and everybody's different. You know, not everybody's going to have the same solution. But I will say this, and my political commentary will be very short. It's like, if you don't believe in America, and you don't love America, and you don't love what we stand for as a country, and you don't want the freedom, and you don't want to care about the Americans that are here, and maybe learn some of our culture and try to assimilate into what we are as a country, why the heck do you want to come here and bring your whatever, your crazy or your fanatic or your slavery almost to women or whatever? Don't bring it here. Just stay, and I'll still respect you over there, and we'll we'll have a little thing going when we travel and stuff, but, you know, not everybody in the world is cut out to be an American. It's a privilege. And our country was built on faith and hope and love and liberty and equality. And if you don't believe in those things, then it's like, why are you wanting to be here?
Right.
You know?
And I actually heard a really good point not too long ago that, you know, one of the people who they were discussing, you know, refugees and problems and stuff, and this will be the last of my stuff too, but this gentleman was saying, we don't want to flee our country. We want to remain in our own. Help us make it better. We want to stay in our home. And I thought, wow, you know, to actually hear that from them, because what we're always fed, you know, everybody is fed, whether you're reading a newspaper or you're watching any of the news sources, right? So much of it is skewed these days. So much dishonesty, so much omission of fact even, and, you know, to sway you one way or the other. And it's just, you know, it puts things into perspectives when you actually get to hear from someone else on the other side, and you get to hear their thoughts and their opinions and their views. Not everybody even wants to come here. So, you know,
we're here for a reason. You know, we're all born because I believe that, you know, the universe has higher powers and stuff going on, and if everybody came here, we wouldn't be a country anymore. We'd just be like the one world order or the United Nations
Right.
of America. Right. So, you know, we do need to make sure that we protect our culture, our values, our American dream. You know, the dream is, hey, if I believe in myself, tying it all back to the fairy tale song, and
Yes.
what's, you know, changing your career and having
Right.
not having the fear and embracing the change and embracing what
Exactly.
it's meant to do, and what you know in your soul you're supposed to be doing, and your passion
Yeah.
is, you know, don't be afraid. And you know, we all want the same things. We want to work hard, you know, have a reward, have a nice place to live that's safe. And if you work hard, it doesn't matter who you are, how old you are,
Right.
where you come from, how much money you have, what color your skin is. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. As long as you've got the right attitude, you can do anything you want. That's the American dream. And that's what we need to keep and preserve here in our country.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what? And the best part about that is we all have different dreams, you know?
That's true.
And it's okay. And, you know, if we all did the same thing, it would be a boring world. But so let's go back to your music though, because I really do. I love your voice, and I loved your psalm on Danny Boy. Love that. Oh my gosh. You know, that's one of my favorite songs. And so I want to know what you have coming up for us all, because I know that you said you're doing more songwriting and collaboration. So what can you tell us that you have coming up that we can look forward to?
Well, I just finished an album called Dream of You. I have a little, this is my,
Yay!
this is actually my little mouse pad that I had made. It's called The Dream of You, DeDe.
I love
But
it.
this won Album of the Year last year.
Mhm.
So that's got like a lot of Americana, Southern roots music, a little bit of jazz and Latin. It's everything I've learned and from living in Texas.
Okay.
In Texas, we have so many different styles. It's like
Yes.
the blues, you know, it's the gospel, it's the rock, it's the pop, it's New Orleans type music, it's San Antonio, and, you know, we've got the Latina music. And so that album is a story album of my life. So it's like, it's not like everything that, here's DeDe when she was 5. No, it's not like that. But it's like, this is how I felt when I was young. And then these are the things I didn't know, and how, you know, I had to go search for these things. And so, like, one of the songs is like Leaning on Heaven. It's about, God, you know, I need a little help God to figure out what love is. You know, what the heck is this love thing? I'm like so stupid. I'm going for the wrong guys. And I'm leaning on heaven now to try to figure it out, and I'm learning how to love. Yeah. So it's actually a Southern rock song that's more like in the tradition of like a Journey. And so I love Journey. So yeah. I do like you said, crossover. It's kind of Southern country with Journey, but so it's cool. But it's got a pretty good beat to it. But you know, my next project is going to be to take a conglomeration of all my like more spiritual songs, not Christian or anything, but a lot of them are crossover. And I have a song called "The Plans I Have for You," Psalm on Danny Boy, which you just mentioned, which was my first big single that I wrote. It's to the tune of Danny Boy, but it's the 23rd Psalm, and I took it straight from the 23rd Psalm, and I that song got like 100 out of 100 by a really well-known song reviewer in New York. He's like, this song is perfect. I was like, woo-hoo.
Like I said, it's
follow that, you know.
It's one of my favorites that I heard of yours, and I was like, wow, it really is. It's one of my favorites. But the whole, America United that one's just stunning. And I was like, the whole time I'm watching the video on that one, I'm like, why haven't I been seeing this? Like, why didn't we see this song on every election press conference, whatever? Like, this is just...
I offered it to Donald Trump, but he never returned my phone call. No, but really, it needs to be shared. People need to listen to it. It's for free on Reverb Nation. If you go to www.reverbnation.com /DeDe Wedekind, and you can download it for free right now, just for your listeners and anybody out there that wants to share it and wants to listen to it. It's truly a God-inspired song to help our country get out of this rut we're in right now, to really reach out to each other and really to be kinder and be a better country. Right. Yeah. But to answer your question the long way, I'm putting together an inspirational compilation album with a couple new songs. My husband and I just started a charity, and it's called Matthew's Hope. And it's for people that have children that are addicted to substances. It could be either drugs or alcohol. And it's for the families. It's also for the individual, but it's also the main focus is for the families, especially kids that have overdosed. Either they have overdosed and been damaged somehow and they're in treatment, or maybe they've died. So it's a real support network, because we actually, from personal experience, have had a very similar thing happen to us. In our family. My stepson, Matthew, a couple years ago, passed from a drug overdose. Basically, it was related to that. Wow. So we realized at the time there really wasn't any place for us to turn as we went through all the stages of that, and also as we found out that he had these issues, and we were trying to see what was going on, and we had no earthly idea what was going on. So it's going to be, we're partnering with the Betty Ford Foundation. We're starting a TV network or TV show called At the Crossroads, and I just composed a song for that. So there is I'm sitting somewhere. So it's going to be called Standing at the Crossroads. So that'll be on the album, and some other stuff that I've been working on with a few other songwriters. So that'll hopefully be coming out, I think, maybe at the end of the year. Hopefully before Christmas. That would be really good for it to come out.
Well, you'll have to keep us posted on that for sure, so that we can help you promote it when it does.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. You rock. I love your show. I love watching you, listening to you. And
thank you.
I'm keeping on. You're blessed, and you've got such a good thing going on there, and you're really helping a lot of us indie artists out, us little people in Kingwood, Texas.
We absolutely love promoting indie artists, and I mean, honestly, there needs to be more platforms for you all. The talent that you guys all possess, I mean, it's just... It needs to be heard, more than just on your local stations. And, anything we can do, we're going to just keep doing it. And, Tommy, our mastermind here, he's always trying to figure out more ways that we can promote and we can reach more people, because it's really frustrating when you get in the car, right, and a certain song is on, and you drive to your location, and then you go shop for an hour, and you come back out to your car, and that song is on again. And you're like, wow, sometimes it's not even an hour in between, times that you've heard the same song. And it's like, is that really what we've come to, where only these people are going to be played, and only their latest song with maybe the occasional other hits? But it's like, so many songs are so overplayed. And it's like, as a music lover, as a fan, you want to hear more than just that latest single. You want to hear more than just the top 40. And so true music fans are definitely, they're hungering, thirsting for more. So they're going on to all of the sites, the social medias, the SoundCloud, anywhere they can find new music, because they can't get enough. They want more.
That's awesome that you say that, because also, like, we're starting to do house concerts now, which is way more intimate and more fun, because it's a small group, and it's your real fans, your core fans. And the other thing is, like, these online concerts, and we should talk about doing a benefit concert, since we have some mutual charities and some things that we both work on. I would love to come to Nashville and help you with that, so just let me know.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, there's so many opportunities to collaborate too on that aspect. I mean, and there really are so many amazing charities. You know, we're involved with some ourselves, so you know, that would be a lot of fun. And you know, using your voice, using your gift to benefit others. I'm just gonna clap for you because that makes me so happy.
And for you and your fans.
I love that. I love when people use what God has given them for the greater good, and I just, you know, it does need to be applauded. And that's the one thing that I've learned being here in Nashville and actually interviewing and working with artists is so many people in this industry truly do want to help others, and they see a need in our world. And they see a place where they can actually help fill a void, you know, they can help benefit. And I think that's great. So thank you for being a part of that. And, you know, and, you know, prayers for you guys as well. I mean, that can't be easy, you know, going through what you went through with your stepson, Matthew. And, you know, and I know that through that tragedy, so many other people are going to find comfort, and they're going to find support, and they're going to find healing. And, you know, you never know, perhaps a life, you know, will be saved because of that. And
Right. Well, go to MatthewsHope.org. It's just MATTHEWS, hope.org. And you can see the video. You can actually contribute. Right. We are partnering with the Betty Ford Clinic. And you can go to DeDeWedekind.com. DEDE, Weedy, WEDEKIND.com, and get all my music. I'd love to have y'all download the free copy of America United 2 on Reverb Nation. It's for you. Sign up and be a fan, and maybe we'll talk again real soon.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, you heard her. Check her out. Until next time, DeDe, we'll see you soon.
You too. Take care. God bless.
Bye, you too.
I heart you.
I heart you back. I don't do that right. All right, guys. See you later.
Bye.